I had one of the dads come and say, you know, what's Aruba doing here? They're like leading edge Wi-Fi installation. I said, well, you know, Latvian school, Latvian society, we're cutting edge. We're getting the good guys in.
My name is Jānis Šečiņš. I'm the chairman of the Sydney Latvian Society, and we are responsible for the Sydney Latvian House. We've got theatre, school, choir, various other community organisations, seniors, etc. So there's quite a lot of activity that goes on at the Sydney Latvian House, and it's not only for ourselves but also for other communities.
My name's Norm Ronas. I'm the Latvian school principal. We have classes in Latvian and we use the iPads and TVs, as well as have some visual presentations that we use. We've got 20 kids from ages 5 to 12 that come every week.
I'm Valdis. I'm an active member of the Sydney Latvian community, volunteer-run community organisation. I try to help out as much as I can with the technology.
Some of the problems that we faced previously, when we'd have some screenings of some films or so, we would have dropouts. We would also have difficulty in making payments either from our shop or from our cafeteria.
It got to the point where we just didn't try and use digital means because it would just cut out and it was unstable.
You couldn't really get a solid connection or a stable connection.
There were spots where we always had to use it and we couldn't use it in all the classrooms.
The relationship with Dicker Data is that I work for Dicker Data, and when we were looking at upgrading the Wi-Fi at the Sydney Latvian House, I reached out to Mark and team.
Hi, my name is Mark Simpson. I'm the Aruba product manager at Dicker Data. So Valdis needed a solution for his Wi-Fi problems at the Latvian Community Club. I knew that I could assist by providing him with a heat map for the design and location of every access point.
Instead of shooting blind and just putting in random APs, who knows where, and just hoping for the best, plan properly, get the heat map done.
So the Aruba Instant On product range is a non-licensed solution with an easy-to-use app on your phone that anybody can use without any technical knowledge or expertise.
We need a really simple solution at the hall that, once it's set up, can be very hands-off, because it's a volunteer organisation and we don't have things like IT staff on hand.
One of the fears that I had was that, not being a technical person, I really didn't know what this whole system was like. I found that the design that Dicker Data gave us was really excellent. The electricians could follow it easily. It was installed. I could plug it all together.
So when it came to setup, Mark gave me the links to the videos that they've put together.
The advice that was on video on YouTube from Dicker Data was really useful.
The director of the Sydney Latvian community had to manage that on his own. He's not a technical person, but he managed to do it by himself. And that shows how easy it is.
There's a lot of digital content that it takes a lot to get on top of, but now we've got access to it and we can use it.
With the new Aruba system, we find that we don't really have to do a lot of planning as to where we're going to do something. We can have our various functions in various rooms with all the equipment that we want to use, because it just runs perfectly.
They've got a new store out the front that runs on Wi-Fi. We've got the small kitchen downstairs that sells food and drink and stuff like that, which have now upgraded to one of those Square Pay systems, so you need decent Wi-Fi if you want to get that to work properly.
One of the things that our hirers often request is whether we've got Wi-Fi throughout the house, and this will definitely help us give another dimension, give another service that we can provide through the Sydney Latvian House.
And I really liked it that it's a fully licensed product, that you don't need to worry about continuing licensing to keep it up and running.
I thought this was an excellent opportunity for Dicker Data and the networking team to give back to the local community. Having strong and a steady Wi-Fi connection is the norm nowadays, and it's great to get feedback that the Aruba Instant On solution has provided this to the Latvian Community Club.
One of the things I'd really love to say is thank you to the Dicker Data team for donating this equipment. It's really changed the way that we operate and taken us into the future, which we couldn't have done without them.